Hello, YouTube fans. It is I again, your local boy, the Scottish Trekkie, coming live for you now that I've got the audio much clearer and better. I'm going to be doing the review of this one. It is the Star Trek, the official Starships collection, the U.S.S. Equinox, NCC 72381, from the episode Star Trek Voyager Equinox Part 1 and Part 2. So we have the box for the ship, which is here, the U.S.S. Equinox, and it has all the Star Trek shows, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, The Next Generation, Enterprise, Picard, and the Star Trek Discovery. And it comes from you guys from the U.S.S. Hero Collector and Star Trek U.S.S. Equinox. So we're going to have the two included in this in this review today. So I'm going to show you guys the review of the one we had in the regular Starships collection, and the one we get from the XL ship itself, which is here. It's really nice in all its glory, and I'll show you that as soon as possible once I get it through the magazine review, which is here. So it is class Nova. Its length is 221 meters. It was launched in 2370 and its max speed is warp 8. So the contents and the specification of the U.S.S. Equinox are all here. That's all there. So you have the profile of the Equinox, designing the Equinox, the VFX of the Equinox, and the guest stars profiles. So I'll read through the specification for you guys. So the U.S.S. Equinox Specification, it first appears in Equinox Part 1, and it last seen in Equinox Part 2 in Star Trek Voyager. Its registry is NCC 72381, and it was designed by Rick Sternbach and the great Doug Drexler. And U.S.S. always give us a little pickets of the ship down below, and to show you how to mount it on its stand, and I'll show you at the end when the big XL ship. So we have the Equinox here in all her glory. So we have the Equinox there, and we also have Randolph Ransom, the captain, the captain. So it was trapped in the Delta Quadrant. The U.S.S. Equinox was plunged into a mission beyond its capabilities. Stranded in the Delta Quadrant, the crew of the Equinox took desperate measures to survive. And we have Captain Randolph Ransom was noted Starfleet scientist promoted to command of the U.S.S. Equinox after a celebrated first contact mission. And we have the captain down there. And then we have the Equinox. Voyager receives a desperate distress signal from the Equinox, and the Doctor finds damning evidence aboard the Equinox. Voyager and the Equinox come under attack by Nosilic aliens. And then we have Captain Ransom and Commander Burke take desperate action. The fleeing Equinox comes under attack from Voyager, and the final moments of the Equinox down here. And we have the Voyager wrapping its shields around the Equinox to protect the ship. And then we have designing the U.S.S. Equinox, NCC 72381, And we have the Pathfinder as well, the Pathfinder experiment. And then we have this. This is Rick Sternbach. It done the designing. Look at that. That's a nice vessel as well. So we have the U.S.S. Defiant, the Pathfinder, that one there. The original basis for the Equinox, the Defiant Pathfinder, featured in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the technical manual drawn by Doug Drexler and Sternbach design. And then we have the Sternbach version up here of the underside of the ship with the what do you call it? The Wave Rider shuttle for the Equinox. And then down here we have the top view of the ship. Oh, and I didn't notice that as well. It's also got different nacelles. It's got the Enterprise E's nacelles and pylons for the Enterprise E. Well, looking at this ship, the cells are spot on to the Enterprise E's, except a wee bit different. The Enterprises are meant to glow at the top, where the Equinoxes glow at the side. I'll show you in the model itself. So we have the VFX of the Equinox. So we have Voyager's VFX Superior. Ron D. Muir looks back at the making of the Equinox and the joy of the season finale. So we have Harry Kim pointing a phaser at the Nacelic alien. And we have the Equinox down here with a torpedo coming towards her. And then we have the Nacelic alien here. And then we have the Equinox crew talking to from Catherine Janeway. And the Voyager's EMH program meeting up with the Equinox Doctor. And then we have the crew of the Equinox. So you have John Savage playing Captain Rudolph Ransom. And on this side we have Titus Williver as Commander Maxwell Burke. And we have the Equinox pointing upwards and Star Trek at the top. So yeah, that's a review of the magazine and the box. So let's get into the little one first, of the original subscription. So this is the ship that we got via its normal subscription. So we have the main deflector of the secondary hull here. We have the Wave Rider, and on the underside of the section of the saucer. We have the dome. We also have the phaser strip, warp core ejection assembly, and all that stuff on there. So that's the ship of the rear size one. So this is what we've all came to see, and it's a big one. It's the XL. And here she is. I'm happy with this. So this is the XL Equinox. Really nice starship. I'm happy that I've got it. So you have up here, you have the main deflector. You have the second deflector underneath on the secondary hull. You have the parts on the saucer section. You have its phaser strips. You have the windows all present. You have its lifeboat hatches. They have the main bridge at the top. You have its other strip, the phaser strip here at the front. You have two phaser strips at the back, so you have one here and one here. And then you have its registry number here on the top of the nacelles, the Delta logo, the buzzard collectors at the front. Yeah, you have its clear plastic for the nacelles up here, and over here as well on this side. It is a really nice looking starship. I'm quite happy with it. Happy to have it in my collection. And at the back you have its impulse. You have its impulse engine at the back. And then going down to the back of the ship you have its like shuttle bay and some more phaser strips. On the underside of the ship as well, you've got its phaser strips here, its warp core ejection assembly, and I think this ship could land as well because that's like landing pods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this ship could land as well. It looks like it, as it's got wee landing pads on the underside of the section of the ship, and then it's got its Starfleet registry pennant on the underside. This is a really class starship. I really enjoy this one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the Rhode Island. That's another one I'm looking forward to get if we get that as well. So to mount on the stand, guys. So the stand just says USS Equinox 0246A-A. And to mount on the stand, you just get these parts here, and then put it onto the stand like so, and it's the Equinox on its stand, ready to put onto your display shelf next to the rest of your starships. So yeah, guys, now that I've got the audio a lot better and a lot clearer, this is the review of the Equinox with the wee regular size one as well. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for taking time to review this on my channel. And as I always say at the end of my stuff, I am your local boy, the Scottish Trekkie. Please hit the notification bell at the top of the channel up there to see some more videos from myself. And yeah, so I will be back, like I said at the first time, hopefully to do a review before Christmas with the XL edition of the Pegasus, the Orbith class starship. So I will see you in that video. And as I always say and leave the end of my stuff, live long and prosper, and I will see you guys in that video. So bye for now. You guys have been brilliant. Thank you much for supporting my channel over these years, the 2 years I've been on YouTube. And thank you very much. Bye for now.